Hello, friends. Another one of our Sunday special. Today, we are going to learn how we can take a screenshot of a website using n8n workflow in our automation. Let's get started. Right. So, the first thing you have to do is to create a simple trigger. So we're gonna just click here and then say chat trigger because that would be the easier way to trigger our automation. Once we have our chat trigger, what we need to do is we need to install one of the fire crawl dependency on our n8n. So if you go on Firecrawl, you will click on it. As you can see, I have already installed it. That's why it is showing me an update. And then with the update, we have all these actions plus more once we have installed. The only way we can actually scrap the website without getting banned, without getting our IP logged, without getting any kind of error is by using a third-party service such as Firecrawl, as we were talking about. So in this video, what we are focusing on using Firecrawl as a service to take screenshot. Okay, now just to show you that Firecrawl is actually free to use. So if you go on Firecrawl, register yourself an account, and you will get an API key. Very simple. You can copy it and you can create your Firecrawl account here on the n8n. And if you go on the usage, it will tell you how much usage you have already used, how many credits you have got remaining, etc., etc. So once you have the Firecrawl account set up, it will look like this. So just to show you, it looks like this. If you click on it, you can create a Firecrawl account by clicking on create new credential. Here you just have to provide your API key and click on save, and it will automatically create an account for you. Well, it will add your API account of Firecrawl onto the n8n. But today we are not going to use the Firecrawl widget here. Why? Because there are some parameters which are still not available on Firecrawl widget itself in the n8n. Maybe in the future versions they will be, but right now they're not. So how we can actually take screenshots if that is not available, that functionality is not available on Firecrawl? Well, there is a simpler way. What you need to do is you need to search for HTTP request, which will bring you a dialog something like this. And then on this dialog, what you need to do is you need to click on post, which is the post request. Then you have to obviously copy paste, this is the post, and then copy paste the URL for Firecrawl API for scrapping. And then in the authentication section, you have to select predefined credential type. Once you have it, then you will have your Firecrawl API option here, which you can search and select. And then obviously you can select the Firecrawl API account, which we have just added in our previous step, right? Once that's done, the very, very most important step here is click on send a body. This actually makes sure that your Firecrawl API call does not just scrap the website, but actually takes a screenshot of that website and upload it on a cloud and provide you the URL. So once you enable this send body option, you just click on using JSON here, and then underneath here you just have to provide a JSON. Now the JSON would be a simple URL, which is JSON URL here, and then format here. Now before we proceed further, what I would like to tell you that this is the JSON coming from the previous step. So let's actually close down this HTTP request, move it here, connect it with the chat. And now let's say if we open the chat, and let's say if we go on Firecrawl website here itself, and then provide that the chat URL here, and what it does, it sends the URL. But obviously, it is saying check your parameters, right? Which is correct because that is what is wrong. So what we need to do is we have the chat input as the URL. So what we need to do is we need to basically remove this and then literally put the chat input here like this. And then you notice here that the formats element here is saying that get me the screenshot. There are multiple other settings you can send with this particular JSON, but this is the simplest way how you can take screenshots of any website. And then once you have it, for example, let's say I'm gonna open a website called Art Circles, and then I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna simply send the request again through the chat here, and then I'm gonna press enter. So what it is doing right now is it is going to Firecrawl API and taking the screenshot. There you go, finished, right? And now you can see the screenshot data is here. So I'm gonna copy this and then go to a browser and copy paste it here, and then enter, and here we go. We got the screenshot of the website here. Now remember, you can actually disable the cookie. There are multiple other options, and you want to learn more about it, just go to Firecrawl API documentation and you can easily learn about it. But you see how easy it is to take a screenshot of a website in your automation with the help of Firecrawl, right? And with the help of this, you can download the image because the image is actually uploaded on the Google APIs. As you can see, it's on the GCP, and you can download it, you can upload it on your server, your website, and reutilize it for your content. We have created complex automation system with the help of this particular feature. So if you have any question, give me a shout in the comments, and follow for more videos, more simpler videos on n8n every weekend. Peace out.